Pioneer is a first-person shooter with elements of role-playing and online multiplayer. The game will be implemented in PvP modes. In order to make the game realistic, developers abandon the player character's health bar and levels of enemies. In addition, the events taking place in the game world will be synchronized with real-time, meaning patrols and bandits will be less frequent in the nighttime, and during the daytime, one can hunt animals or mutants. The protagonist must eat and rest in order to maintain strength. The game will indicate the rating and rarity of equipment, accuracy, and weapon damage. Weapons will be produced from available means, artifacts, or energy of anomalies with the help of a machine or workbench.
Anywhere. Literally kicking the bucket in the closest ditch. Keep your eyes wide open, otherwise they'll chew you to pieces.
Are we brothers or something?
We have the same DNA, but we led separate lives.
The Alters explore an emotional sci-fi game that features a unique blend of adventure, survival, and base building elements. Play as Jan Dolsky, a simple worker who creates alternative versions of himself in a desperate attempt to escape from a planet where even sun rays can prove deadly. Jan Dolsky is a simple worker who faces impossible odds. Crash landing on a distant planet, stranded and alone, he seems trapped with no way out. Jan's only hope for survival is to employ additional helping hands on board his mobile base, but how? Improvising as he goes, Jan uses the local rapidium substance to create alternate versions of himself, the Alters. The Lost Wild is an immersive and cinematic dinosaur game that captures the reverence and terror of nature's most magnificent beasts. Come face to face with dinosaurs that behave like wild animals, not monsters. Explore a prehistoric wilderness where you're squarely in the center of the food chain. Keep your head down, stay alert, and evade. If all else fails, run, or try to intimidate using non-lethal weaponry, resulting in intense cat and mouse style gameplay. XB1 is a first-person action-adventure game with a multi-choice story. The game's plot is set in a dystopian alternate reality world, in which a decimated humanity struggles to cope with the effects of a massive catastrophe that destroyed the Earth, turning it into a scorched desert. The game world consists of a semi-open environment with a central hub, many smaller locations with long distances between them, and environmental hazards such as unexpected enemies or dangerous weather. The gameplay is primarily designed around the principle of choice. While completing quests, the player will never be limited to one path or solution for every problem encountered. The decisions made by the player will clearly affect the attitude of NPCs, dialogues and possible endings, making each playthrough unique. Hollow Knight. Silksong is the epic sequel to Hollow Knight, the award-winning action-adventure. As the lethal hunter Hornet, journey to all new lands, discover new powers, battle vast hordes of bugs and beasts and uncover ancient secrets tied to your nature and your past. Play as Hornet, princess protector of Hallownest, and adventure through a whole new kingdom ruled by Silk and Song. Captured and brought to this unfamiliar world, Hornet must battle foes and solve mysteries as she ascends on a deadly pilgrimage to the kingdom's peak. Little Nightmares 3 is an atmospheric adventure game in which you follow the journey of Lo and Alone, two best friends in search of a way out of the nowhere. In two players online cooperation or solo with an AI, work together to solve puzzles and survive in this nightmarish world. No matter where you go, the Nowhere is home to horrific monsters. These residents won't hesitate to go out of their way to capture any intrusive little visitors that draw their attention. You might find yourself playing a terrifying game of hide and seek with Monster Baby in the sandy ruins of the necropolis, struggling to avoid swarms of voracious candy weevils in an unsettling candy factory, or dodging heavy feet while running along the rain-soaked promenade of a filthy funfair. You'll need to be ready to run, hide, or even defend yourself at a moment's notice to stay in one piece. Vendittas, Defying Fate, an adrenaline-fueled action game, where every clash is a symphony and every step is a dance with destiny. Immerse yourself in a dark and intense odyssey, where you'll face towering adversaries and navigate a 3D world teeming with mystery and danger. Embrace the challenge, embark on the journey, and be a part of the saga that defies fate. Experience a combat system that redefines intensity. Every battle is a test of skill, strategy, and reflexes. Engage in heart-pounding clashes with enemies that dwarf your stature, providing an unparalleled sense of challenge. The Sinking City 2 is a third-person survival horror game set in an otherworldly Lovecraftian version of the 1920s United States. Immerse yourself in a distinct atmosphere of cosmic horror and twisted designs drawn from the dark wellsprings of H.P. Lovecraft's macabre imagination. Explore and survive the city of Arkham, a sprawling labyrinth of flooded alleys and decrepit mansions, where eldritch horrors lurk just out of sight. Use an arsenal of weapons to fight off Deep Ones, Migos, occult zealots, and other iconic monsters from the source material, as well as new and unique creatures that expand the Cthulhu mythos. Neo Berlin 2087, a unique, third and first-person action role-playing game, a deep, cinematic detective thriller that takes place in a dark future vision of Berlin. Solve a far-reaching conspiracy on an emotional cyberpunk journey about justice, friendship, love, guilt, sacrifice and betrayal. The story begins on a dark and ominous night, with the Neo Berlin plunged into chaos following the savage murder of the head of the police department. The enigmatic Nolan, a brilliant detective with a troubled past, is tasked with the daunting mission of finding and safeguarding the police chief's daughter, a potential key to unlocking the mystery behind her father's death. With his state-of-the-art technology, weapons, and unique abilities, Nolan embarks on a perilous journey to locate Natalie as quickly as possible. Light No Fire is a game about adventure, building, survival and exploration together. Set on a fantasy planet the size of Earth, it brings the depth of a role-playing game to the freedom of a survival sandbox. Carve a life together, meet players from across the globe, build a life, explore and survive together, construct persistent buildings and communities, or strike out alone to discover the world for others. Light No Fire presents you with an ancient Earth to uncover, one where you're not the hero, thick with lore, mystery and a constant fight for survival. Inspired by the adventure, charm and imagination that we love from classic fantasy. Fragpunk is a fast-paced, 5v5 hero shooter with power-up cards that change the rules of each round. Choose your hero, your weapons, and pick from a selection of cards that dramatically change the rules of engagement. Pick your favorite hero from a selection of 12, each with their own unique abilities. Find your favorite guns among the 17 available, some which have special abilities, like shooting faster over time, bursts and more. Discover new hero, weapon and card combinations, and develop your personal combat style. Each round lasts about 2.5 minutes, so get a move on. The short TTK means you have to aim well and react fast to win the fight. Pick between 12 heroes with diverse abilities, customize your weapon combination, Choose your cards and get ready for a fight.
Where we go, we walk with death.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, is a groundbreaking turn-based RPG with unique real-time mechanics, making battles more immersive and addictive than ever. Explore a fantasy world inspired by Belle Epoque France in which you battle devastating enemies. In this evolution of JRPGs, real-time actions enhance the heart of turn-based combat. Craft unique builds for your expeditioners that fit your playstyle via gear, stats, skills, and character synergies. Open an active dimension in combat, dodge, parry, and counter in real time, chain combos by mastering attack rhythms, and target enemy weak points using a free aim system. With only 1 year left to live, join Gustavi, Mel, and their fellow expeditioners as they embark upon a desperate quest to break the painter's cycle of death. Follow the trail of previous expeditions and discover their fate. Get to know the members of Expedition 33 as they learn to work together against impossible odds. Cairn. Reach a summit never climbed before in this survival climber from the creators of Fori and Haven. Climb anywhere and plan your route carefully, managing pittance and resources to survive unforgiving Mount Kami. Discover what Ava is willing to sacrifice to achieve the ascent of a lifetime. Cairn's realistic simulation allows intuitive climbing. Find the best holds and place your hands and feet seamlessly with simple controls. Adapt your posture, effort, and balance. If you're not careful, you will fall. Tormented Souls 2. Caroline Walker is back in an award-winning classic survival horror sequel. Explore eerie monasteries and other nightmarish locations. Brace yourself and confront terrifying creatures armed only with makeshift weapons, as you desperately try to rescue your cursed sister. After the events of Wildberger Hospital, Caroline yearns for a normal life with her younger sister, Anna. However, fate has other plans, as Anna falls victim to a mysterious affliction, coughing blood and experiencing blackened eyes in moments of unconsciousness. Conventional remedies prove futile. In a desperate bid to save her sister, Caroline must turn to the supernatural. Subnautica 2 is an underwater survival adventure game set on an all-new alien ocean world. It is the next chapter in the Subnautica universe, developed by Unknown Worlds. A new world awaits alongside an all-new story. You are a pioneer traveling to a distant world, but something is amiss. The ship's eye insists you carry on the mission. This world is too dangerous for humans to survive. Unless you change what it means to be human, what creatures, intelligent or otherwise, await your arrival? Black State opens a new door in the single-player, story-driven, action-adventure TPS genre, offering a photo-realistic action experience with countless elements of surprise that gamers have been demanding for so long. Guns and tactical gadgets won't always save you from the diverse enemies with unique skills. You'll face elite human tactical forces and relentless robosapines, brutal killing machines designed for destruction. You can't just wait in cover. If they sense your presence, they can call for reinforcements. To survive, you must unleash one of over 100 brutal, cinematic kill moves. Precision and cunning are your keys to overcoming these dangerous enemies.
Espionage, sabotage, assassinations. Who gets into this line of work? It could be you.
Den of Wolves is a cooperative heist FPS, where you and your friends operate as criminals for hire in Midway City, an unregulated innovation zone. You take advantage of the growing need for unauthorized errands, created by rival business entities in this corporate haven. With Den of Wolves, we are creating an action-packed techno-thriller, a session-based cooperative heist shooter, where you can make your mark whether you have 20 minutes or 2 hours to play.
Hang in there, we're almost ready.
Mandragora, a 2.5D side-scroller action RPG with deep Metroidvania and Souls-like elements. Light your witch lantern, enter the dark realm of entropy, and tear reality asunder. Mankind has surrendered the world to the monsters. The people of Faeldom hide away behind walls of brick and palisades of ignorance, constructed by their leaders. Joy and delight are coveted jewels, out of reach of the masses. This is not the world you were promised. Travel by night and take it back. Journey through a world in decline, slowly falling prey to the damaging effects of entropy. Fight vicious creatures, challenge nightmarish bosses, meet new allies, enemies, and every shade in between, and make harsh moral choices. There are many paths worth taking. The Precinct, Avano City, 1983. Gangs rule the streets and your father lies restless in his grave. Clean up the city, uncover the truth, and embark on thrilling vehicle chases through destructible environments. In this neon noir action sandbox police game, you are Officer Nick Cordell Jr. as a rookie beat cop fresh out of the academy. You are on the front line of defense for Averno's citizens. Dive into a world of thrilling car chases, sandbox crimes, and a healthy dose of 1980s noir as you protect the populace and solve the mystery of your father's murder in the line of duty.
Suspect missed his spikes. Central to all units, bank robbery.
I need to get out of here and find Herman before they do.
Oh, no, you don't.
Look for the main control, maybe.
Eric Scholm, The Stolen Dream. Experience an isometric, narrative-driven stealth game set in the stunning city of Eric Scholm. When Hannah's brother, Herman, disappears and the police begin to pursue him, her search sets off a chain of catastrophic events that will not only alter their lives, but also the destiny of the entire city. Join your allies, outsmart relentless enemies, and use your cunning to uncover the truth behind Herman's disappearance, where greater powers are at play than you ever imagined. Join Hannah's adventure through Eric Scholm on her quest to find her brother, and uncover the mystery behind his disappearance. Venture into stunning landscapes in a gripping story, where every second counts as Hannah strives to reunite her family.